Haribol, everybody. Namaste. Thank you. Coming back to Happy Man. We're happy that you're coming to Happy Man. That's great. So today we're going to talk about spiritual strength and willpower. Mm. So remember, everything I present is all coming from the teachings of the Vedic scriptures. That's our foundation from which we speak, under the guidance of our spiritual masters, Siddha Sarupananda Paramahamsa and Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami. We're not doing this independently. We're not making things up. We're not just acting and speaking and thinking and giving our opinions. We are actually just presenting this absolute knowledge. And that's all we have ever done and all we are going to continue to do. So we hope you will appreciate that. So, few people want to know about the strength of spirit and willpower. We hear a lot about willpower. See, oh, I quit smoking because I really had strong willpower, or I couldn't quit smoking because I'm weak. I just don't have the willpower to do it. In other words, what we're thinking is that everything is dependent on my strength, my willpower, or not having it. And so, most people admit they don't have much will. Oh, I eat too much, therefore I'm overweight, I'm obese, but I don't have the willpower to stop it. See, we develop habits. Habits become much stronger than we are, you see, and they control us. And we're the victims. And the result is always not good. You see, if they're bad habits, don't get me wrong. Now, there are good habits, and they can be our best friend. So, in our bhakti yoga system, we're not, adverse to habits. There's a practice that we do on a regular basis. It's called sadhana bhakti. That's devotional service in practice, devotional life in practice. So we practice that on a regular basis, and we develop habits. It's what I do every day at this time. It's a regulated lifestyle. It's something that is almost automatic because I practice it so much, I just automatically do it. I've incorporated that into my life. That's a good habit. And that will come to you when, normally your physical or mental facilities aren't even capable of performing it. Maybe your mind's so disturbed by some physical condition, that you wouldn't do it, but the habit makes it so you continue to do it. And that's good. So don't think all habits are bad. Good habits are good, bad habits are bad. But anyway, the point is we're not strong in our disease condition. We're spirit soul. By nature, the soul unbelievably strong. The strength of spirit is unimaginable. And the power and the will, when connected with all this spiritual strength, is unstoppable. The source of strength is the Supreme Lord. He has an eternal will. When I come in, or let's just say it another way, that's not correct. I, the spirit soul, the individual person I am, also have a will, eternally so. I'm part and parcel of the Supreme Soul. All the qualities that Supreme Lord have, I also have. He has them in full. I have them in a minute portion. So the Lord's will is supreme. It is always done. My will, very small, but I'm always trying to make it so my will is done. I want what I want. See, that's our basic mantra in material life. My will be done. Everyone and everything revolves around me and my will. Unfortunately, Very hard to make it so my will is done. Mhm. I'm always struggling with that. I want this, but somebody else wants that. They have another will, you know. It's really personified when you ride a horse. Some people think, oh, a horse is just an animal. You know, it's just like no soul, no will. You know, it's just like some almost non-living thing. Mm. Get on a horse yourself and check it out. You know, your will is to go left, the horse's will is to go right. Your will is to walk, the horse's will is to run. You want to run, he wants to walk. You want to go, he wants to stop. See, you're always struggling with the horse's will as opposed to your will. Now, if you can connect those two wills, and that's what happens when the horse and the horse rider are on the same page, they've kind of surrendered to each other, you know, then everything is great. Go left, the horse goes left. Go right, the horse goes right. Run, run. Stop, stop. Oh, now that's joy in life. You like riding horses, but when you're struggling with the horse's will, I don't like to ride horses. No, I don't. You like to ride horses? No, I don't like. So everybody has a free will, eternally so. And so in our pure condition, that will is connected with the supreme will. The source of all strength is the supreme Lord. The spirit soul by nature is connected to the supreme Lord by nature. And therefore, the strength of the Lord is present in the individual person. They are so strong, it's unbelievable. So determined, so focused. The will is so strong. And we try to emulate that in our material activities, our willpower. We try to develop that. I want to be so strong that nothing can stop me. See, even though I'm, running, in a race for so long, and my body's screaming, stop, stop. No, I won't allow it because I'm too strong. My will is too great. I'm determined. See, they're always talking about that mind over matter kind of thing. You can do amazing things that you never thought you can do, because the will is so strong. You're much stronger than all these things. But all of that, when it's on a material level, is of no benefit, really. Because so I'm greatly successful materially. I'm so determined. I won't give up. I achieve the goal. Am I, the spirit soul, happy because of that? Am I satisfied because of that? The answer is no. And the proof is so many successful people in life, they're so successful. People look up to them, they envy them, they emulate them, they want to be like them. They commit suicide. That's proof that they, the spirit soul, are empty. They have not found satisfaction. See? So all that development of and execution of the strength of the will did not achieve the result that was promised in this illusion. So in the Vedic system, we understand these truths. Yes, I have a will eternally so, but until I dovetail my will with the supreme will, until I harmonize my will with the supreme will, then my life will just be a struggle. And it won't serve any good purpose, you see. So really, I'll come to the point where I don't like life. Like, you like to ride horses? No. Because there's two wills here, and I don't want to struggle with that. See, that's why two people living under the same roof, there's so much struggle there. See, husband and wife, each one individually was doing okay. Then they get married. They live under one roof. Two wills under one roof. Ooh. Then they have another will come into their life, a kid. Oh, now things get even more difficult. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. What? Now you got 7 wills under one roof. Oh my goodness. Very difficult, you see. But let's use that example. If each individual under that roof had their will connected with the supreme will, dovetailed with the supreme will, then there would be harmony in the house. Yeah. Be little material inconveniences, etc., but the overall harmony would be there. And then it would be a joyful household. See? So that's the idea. Be aware of the self, develop your will in connection with the supreme will, and the supreme person is also the source of power. See? So then I will be empowered by the Lord. When I'm connected with His will, I'm empowered by the Lord. The strength is not mine, see, but I'm empowered by the Lord's strength, and therefore I can radiate that, I can execute that, I can operate with that kind of strength, you know. And that is life. I mean, that's real life. You look at the great saintly personalities who have truly been on that platform. We look at our spiritual masters. Amazing. See, it's amazing how strong they are. Physically, not necessarily, but spiritually, unstoppable, unaltered, unwavering. Nothing can stop them because they're connected with the supreme will. So then you'll be truly happy and truly excited. Why is it difficult to develop strength and willpower? See, you know, the strength and the willpower is there. All we have to do is get rid of the weakening elements in our life. See, let's say you're healthy, you're a very strong person, materially speaking. You got the energy, you can do whatever you want to do. You know, mountains don't bother you. You can work long hours. You can all kinds of strength. Never tired. Then you get a disease. You get sick. You get a strong flu. You get COVID. You know, and all of a sudden, that strength disappears. You become so weak, plagued with fatigue, no energy, difficult to do anything. Now, what's the problem here? The disease. That's the problem. That's what took your strength away. If you again become healthy, that physical strength will come back. See? So, what makes us weak on this willpower's, spiritual platform? The disease of materialism. This illusion, I'm the body, thinking I can enjoy here. Disconnecting from the source of strength. And therefore, I'm automatically weak. But if I become free of that disease, I become again healthy, spiritually healthy. Then that spiritual strength, which was always there, manifests itself, radiates, becomes very obvious. So, how do you develop that? Follow the Bhakti Yoga process. That is the formula for true health. Following the Bhakti Yoga process, the hearing, the chanting, the remembering, the offerings, the worshiping the Supreme Lord. See, under the guidance of a bona fide, perfect teacher who is the doctor, the hands-on physician. If one does that, then they will develop that strength. It's not that they get it from somewhere else, it's already there, but they get free of the disease and the strength comes back, So that's the solution. And then, yeah, you'll be a strong person. We're not talking about the body. Please understand this. Will I be ripped? Will I be able to stand in front of the mirror and be proud of my muscles? We're not saying that. That is not the goal. You see? No, the goal is come back to our real, normal condition of strength, happiness, love, care, mercy, peace, in connection, and in harmony with the Supreme Lord. Okay. Be strong. Be happy. Namaste. Haribo.